Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Jungkook's little hand injury, and that being some concern with armies lately. This is just my theory on what's been going on. And also we apparently have a little bit of an update on ENHYPEN. Apparently they have currently been exposed to Miss Rona. Once again, another virus scare. So let's talk about both these things here today, and let's get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also, so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. Now let's start off by talking about our boy Jungkook, or as Jimmy Fallon says, Jungkook. There is a hand injury that apparently worries a lot of armies. Now we are all of course concerned about our boy's health and well-being always, but definitely more so recently. We also know that our boys get hurt or injured quite a lot, so we're always concerned when we see bandages or things like that, or we see some kind of irregular movements, i.e. if Jungkook even winks funny, we're just like, oh my god. Oh. Now just a heads up, the original photos that I want to show later, they do exist and they're out there, but I don't really want to show blood on here, or I don't think I can show blood on here, so I'm going to blur out the bloody part. But I assure you, if you go and Google Jungkook's hand injury, you will see it. And also if this stuff bothers you, take this as a warning. But I won't be showing any of the blood, so that's safe. I'm just going to be talking about it. Now this was a little while ago and I think it applies now. Now during a music show, you could see Jungkook bleeding from his hand. They were doing a performance as they normally do their little dance. Now there were several parts in this dance where the members had to kind of flash their hands or show their hands, and you could see a rather deep looking cut in Jungkook's hand. You saw some blood dripping out, and when this happened, this obviously caused for some concern. Now I'm not 100% sure if this performance was what caused the cut, or if the cut was just already there and maybe didn't fully start bleeding until he got his blood pumping a little bit during his dance, or if he moved around too much and his cut opened. I kind of doubt if he was bleeding or had a cut before he came on stage, they wouldn't wrap his hand. They probably would have given him a few bandages, you know? Now Jungkook is super professional. He doesn't really let the pain show. He kind of carries on, and to me it looked like a rather small injury, but I could be wrong. Like I thought it was maybe more of like a long paper cut type of deal, but a lot of people thought it was like this deep cut just because of how vivid it looked. Now they showed kind of the bandages afterwards, or at least there was this photo that was floating around. Now this made me think maybe it was a deep cut. I don't know, just my thoughts. Now how is this relevant today? Well, I was getting a lot of messages about some of this sort of weird hand thing. Jungkook was doing this during an MTV interview, and some people thought that maybe this meant that Jungkook was trying to cry for help. He was begging for help, he was doing sign language to get help. And now I don't know about all that. I think maybe that's thinking too much into it. No worries, I do that all the time. Because I think there's no reason for Jungkook to kind of sneak messages or kind of beg for help. I think he's quite happy right now. Now, I think I've seen Jungkook do this in a couple of interviews, and I've personally never done this. But this is something that a lot of people who play piano or play guitar do, so that could be a reason on its own. Also, if you're someone who types a lot, that is something that could happen too. My thoughts is maybe he's just stretching the joints of his fingers. This could be a result of the injury, or this could be a result of playing instruments. Probably could also be a result of arthritis. Mostly normal things. I think everyone gets arthritis. If you don't have it now, you'll probably get it when you're older. I can't imagine it's anything too bad. Now, if it is a result of the previous bleeding or anything like that, that would kind of make sense too. Now keep in mind, our boys go through the extreme end of pretty much everything that normal humans do. So our boys are going to have some bone and muscle problems when they get older if they do not take care of themselves properly. This is because they work so hard, and their job is very physically demanding. Obviously, a K-pop idol is more demanding when they have to dance and sing for 9 hours a day. All very physical stuff. This is why when I hear that K-pop idols are not exempt from the military, but Olympic athletes or athletes in general are, one, there's no way athletes bring in way more money than BTS does. And two, dancing is a sport. But anywho, I wanted to see what some people were saying over on the Tweetster. One person wrote, Jungkook's hand injury still doesn't make any sense to me. Girl, neither does it for me. It's a bit weird. My guess is that injury was from the performance. Maybe he got cut by a zipper, or like a sequin, or like his shirt. Was there ever a behind the scenes where he kind of talked about this? Let me know, I have no idea. Honestly, I'm quite glad that the performances have been kind of at like a halt right now. It gives an artist some time to recover from their last injury, kind of like what Suga's doing right now. And it also gives their body a little bit of a break in between injuries. So at the very least, if BTS gets injured again, like next year touring, their last injury would have been a year ago rather than a month ago. And obviously it's quite dangerous right now for them to be doing anything. ENHYPEN is someone who is going pretty hard right now and doing a lot. Now, I was told that I was pronouncing their name wrong. It's not ENHYPEN, it's ENHYPEN. So sorry about that. But currently, they've been doing a lot. They've been really pushing their promotion to the point where there is another Miss Rona scare with them. Now, if you don't know or don't remember, Island, which is the show that they came out in, not come out of the closet, but came from. Just in case you're watching this a year from now and maybe you don't know where ENHYPEN came from. Now, Island's show had a Miss Rona scare not too long ago. This, I believe, was because one of the janitors had caught it, but they disinfected the entire set anyway. All the Island boys, I believe, were told to go home and self-quarantine. So then it turned out everyone was okay, and it was just a scare, nothing more than that. Now, I hope the janitor was okay too. I didn't really hear any updates on that. But it seemed like it was only a couple months later, ENHYPEN had another scare. And we don't have the results of this yet, but this is what happened now. LYFT Lab, which is their agency, and I believe they're under Big Hit, they've kind of come out and put out a statement. I will read that later. Now, the agency was notified that an external staff member during an ENHYPEN event was confirmed with positive test results. This is the only time when you hear positive test results is it a negative thing. It's something to be scared of. Usually it's a good thing, right? When you hear, oh, I have a positive test result, I got 100 on a test or something. Or maybe no one thinks that and it's just me. Now, the members are not required to get this test. The government doesn't necessarily ask for this, but it's the right thing to do. And I'm glad that the boys are asking LYFT to do it. It's obviously safe. It's better to catch anything early than to wait. So the boys are waiting for the results and have began self-quarantining. I wasn't kidding the other day when I said every time I turn on the news, it's like someone else has been diagnosed or someone else is testing. It literally seems like everyone in K-pop. What is going on over there in Korea? This is a lot of idols. I think everyone should just kind of stay inside a little bit, at least until the second wave is over. Or if you do need to go outside to do whatever, take proper precaution and don't be around more than like 3 people. And also looks like a lot of places now are refusing to close, but just limit the people that you go with. This looks like it might be a lot worse than the first time, so be safe, everyone. All of you, not just ENHYPEN, I'm talking about all of you. So now with the news of testing, ENHYPEN will not be able to participate in NBC's show, and I think they were going to have a fan sign event. That will all be canceled. I definitely understand how important it is for them to be out and about right now, kind of really pushing their career. The show just ended, and you have to ride the momentum, otherwise people will forget about you. And it's just so important to really push them right now so they blow up. Now let me read LYFT's statement. We love L's statement here on the Chan Chan. They said, "Hello, this is LYFT Lab. Yes. We were informed this morning, December 9th, that an external staff member who was on site for ENHYPEN's event on December 5th has been confirmed as a COVID-19 case. While authorities did not request COVID testing for ENHYPEN, the members as well as the staff will undergo preemptive testing today in order to ensure the safety of everyone involved, and will place themselves in self-quarantine until test results are returned. As a result, ENHYPEN will unfortunately be unable to appear in today's NBC FM4U noon request and fan sign event. We ask all fans who have been awaiting ENHYPEN's appearances as well as production staff of NBC FM4U noon request for your generous understanding. Thank you." I am glad. Safety first as always. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. As always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and kind of check stuff out. I have a lot of exclusive content over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright and things get taken down and stuff like that, so I keep them over there on my Patreon. You can definitely check it out. You can get videos like reaction videos, like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also request things over there if you would like to do that. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel and all that. I have a video over there explaining that. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those. I'll see you over there. Bye.